I'm Rob.
And I'm Ron.
And this is RnR Esports, your source for the biggest esports stories of the week.
And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed that opener clip. It was the man, Tfue, acting like a beast, just tearing up some pubs with the sniper.
Flawless headshots. I'm not going to lie, those people looked kind of terrible. I don't know who stands that still in Fortnite.
Did any of them have a headset? We were not sure. But he's just hitting insane sniper shots. But as always, we have 3 stories for you guys this week. We have the future of Call of Duty looks expensive, trading cards for the digital generation, and Disney brings esports to families.
Yep. Solid lineup for today, but before that, we got to bring you the scorecard. So first thing up, Friday Fortnite took place again. Tfue and Cloak won it for the 3rd time. And they actually beat Avery, who actually just joined Team FaZe, so that might have been kind of rough. Literally joined like that night, so maybe he threw the game. Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully not. I think they're saying Avery, I think, has been in the finals like 2 or 3 times or something.
God, that would
so
suck.
He wants a win so bad.
Do they get anything?
There's definitely a second place.
Okay.
There definitely is a second place.
Okay.
And the next matchup we had for you guys was the 2018 Global StarCraft 2 League, the Code S series. We had Mario from Jin Air Green Wings taking on Zest, and he 4-0'd him. He said, "See you later."
Destroyed him. And then the last thing we have on the scorecard is Super Street Fighter Northwest Major, and Problem X playing for Mao's Esports took it over Justin Wong, and Justin Wong actually had to battle up through the losers bracket, and then he would have had to beat him twice. He beat him the first time, but couldn't quite lock it down for the second game, so
couldn't clutch it up.
Too bad. Probably, who knows, maybe he's a better player, but that's a lot of stress having to go through a whole loser's bracket.
And it's, even if you're the best of the best, it's hard to just win twice. Like, it really is.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on to story number 1, we have our bread and butter, Call of Duty. It's rumored that the Call of Duty World League might actually become franchised and kind of mimic the success of the Overwatch League. If you guys don't know, Activision and Blizzard are one in whole.
Yep.
And Activision, of course, is known for Call of Duty. They have a bunch of companies like Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Infinity War that all make Call of Duty. And supposedly they're going to be taking on the format of the Overwatch League by franchising because that league has already been doing so well.
So they're basically going to start selling out seats in the league. So if you're a big name, you can basically buy a place in this league, which is kind of scary because there's a lot of small Call of Duty teams that aren't necessarily going to have like the crazy money.
Yeah.
I think for the Overwatch League, it was $20 million to buy in. And they're talking about for the second season of Overwatch League, it's going to be $35 million.
Even more.
So if they keep it at $35 million for Call of Duty teams, that's kind of excessive unless it's one of the teams that's already in the Overwatch League. And the teams that are in the Overwatch League already have first dibs on a spot in the Call of Duty League.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of like pushing the smaller guys out because we talked about them last week, that Rise Nation won Anaheim. And that's one of the orgs that I would feel like would be kind of pushed out, or they would have to partner up with a large investment company like these other teams have done. Like you had Team Envious partner up with somebody. You had Optic partner up with somebody. They became the Dallas Fuel and the Houston Outlaws.
That's what I think.
Rise will have to do something like that.
Like, could be terrible for small teams, but at the same time, if there's investors, like big sports teams, investors that see the potential in these guys, then it could literally take like Rise Nation from being the small Call of Duty team to literally being a perfectly established Call of Duty team. And then they can expand from there, obviously.
Yeah.
So could be good. We'll have to see. Another interesting thing will be Overwatch League is expanding. They're doubling the number of teams for Season 2. So
it's a good opportunity for these investors to kind of double dip maybe too.
Yep.
Like get into the Overwatch League while having this new Call of Duty League if you believe in Call of Duty.
And if the Call of Duty League's going to have like 24 teams, then the spots probably aren't going to cost as much.
That's true.
And there's going to be a lot of investors that can like pick up these smaller teams.
And another thing with Call of Duty that is kind of a rumor, which has always been kind of like a reason that I think franchising hasn't happened, is that the game is made every year, every November. This is the first year that it's coming out in October. I kind of can't wait that it's coming out a month early. I'm ready for a new COD. But yeah, it's rumored that this Black Ops 4 is going to last more than 1 year. It's all speculation, and it really is just based off of one quote from a chairman from Treyarch. His name is Mark Leaman. He said it's a game that's built to last for years to come. People are blowing up off of this, thinking that this is it. This is Call of Duty's chance to last. They're going to obviously take on the format of just repetitive updates, just consistent updates throughout the year to keep the game relevant, which I think is smart.
I think it's smart, but I don't know if people have the right idea from his quote or not.
Yeah.
Because
I think people
to
just
do that,
hyping it way too much, but maybe not.
In order to do that, they're going to have all the makers, because like every 3 years there's a different maker of the Call of Duty game. Every single one of those developers is going to have to join together, and I think they're going to have too many resources, so they just have to start dropping one or two of those people and just stick with the set.
Keep Treyarch, please. Keep Black Ops alive. I think Sledgehammer does an okay job. Infinity War, they're meh in my opinion, but we'll see.
Yep. We should probably move on though. So the second story, kind of interesting, very different than most of the stories we're going to be talking about. Mark Donovan, co-founder of Epic GG, which is a new trading card site, and it's digital trading cards with esports players on them. So basically just like baseball cards you might have collected as a kid, but now with esports athletes, and it's not like tangible, it's just on your phone, and then they're traded over kind of like a Bitcoin system through Ethereum. So in order to trade with people, you need to have like Ethereum on your account, and then you can also get Ethereum through selling your cards, obviously. So if you wanted to, you could build it up that way. But it's a interesting idea. I don't know how it's going to pan out though.
I think it's cool. Like one cool thing about it is that the cards have like live updated stats, which is going to be interesting because, I mean, back in the day, if you would buy a card, you would be stuck with his stats for that year. The card might have more value if it like updates automatically, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to just keep buying more cards. You might already have your favorite player, and you're locked in because you keep getting his stats. Maybe they could make it where maybe he's having a crazy good season. Maybe the card's worth more now, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So I mean, things like that could be interesting with digital.
I think if it takes hold, there's going to be like a big community of people that do it literally to make money.
Yeah.
Which would be good for it.
That.
Like if it gets to that point, I think it'll stay around. But I think it's going to be hard to get to that point because having like digital cards just isn't really the same to me. Like I never had baseball cards, but like having Pokemon cards, just looking at them, I don't know, something about like the feel and like actually holding it versus just like swiping through your phone. Like the only reason I would ever get into this would literally be to like analyze it and make money.
Make some money. I could see that. Right now they have it built around Counter-Strike, so they have like agreements with teams to have the players like on like in the game in the card trading system. So it'll be interesting to see if they do branch off to other games. I'm sure if this is successful, then they probably will branch off to other successful titles, maybe like Overwatch, or if Fortnite blows up, maybe.
One cool thing I could see that would make me actually love it is if, let's say you have the person's card and basically it tells like their team, their stats, other background information about them. But if they had like a live feed where they like update like crazy clips they had
that would
from
be
a
super
tournament,
sweet.
So you could like go to that card and see what your dude has done lately.
Yeah,
that would be cool. That would be like a really good selling point, but that would also take a lot of work to
a lot of resources,
cut those clips constantly.
Just even a link to if they're live, just like a live button. Just click it, brings up their stream. They really could do some cool stuff. But moving on to story 3, I think we're wrapped up there. We have Disney. They're already involved in the competitive scene, but now they're kind of hitting the younger generation, and I think more family-oriented with this new game show that they're going to be hosting on the Disney television channel.
Yep.
So it's really interesting. The show's called the Nintendo Switch Family Showdown. It's going to be family versus family, and they're going to have Nintendo titles like Super Mario Odyssey and Just Dance 2018 to start out.
Somehow, Super Mario Odyssey. We still don't understand. Maybe it's like a speed run through a level or something.
Yeah,
I mean, that's all it could be.
How are you going to do family versus family on Super Mario Odyssey, which is co-op. You can play it co-op. One person is the character, one person's the hat.
Yeah, but still.
But it's like, it doesn't make any sense. There's totally other titles that would be way better. And I'm sure that could be down the line. Like you could have Super Smash, you could have Mario Tennis, things
Probably
like that.
like the dude that wrote this article probably like called some Disney rep, and the Disney rep was like, "Oh, what's a Nintendo game?
Yeah, let me
Super
Google.
Mario Odyssey. Yeah, of
We're
course
gonna be
that.
playing that. Yeah, but
It is cool to see though. I think it'll be good for expanding esports because
Yeah.
right now
it's gonna break
families,
that boundary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right now like parents don't understand it and can't see the potential. But if they can have fun with their kids and simultaneously get their kids addicted without even knowing about it, then it's definitely going to be good for the industry.
Yeah. But props to Disney. I'm glad they're taking the next step forward. But I think that is all we have for you guys this week. We will leave you guys with the coolest highlight that we saw from this week, gaming related. But anyway, guys, have a good Tuesday.
Take it easy.
That was a super rough fucking ending.
Yeah, it was really rough.